Good morning, children. So this is the class of 6th standard. We are taking lesson number 2, the living world. In last lesson, we learn about the soil, we learn about water, we learn about land, that is the natural resources. Okay, so this lesson we are going to learn about the living world. What is meant by the living world? So see, this one picture is given in your textbook. Okay, so see the picture and tell me the thing which what we see in this thing. A boy is flying a kite. A kite is in his hand. A girl is sitting. A dog is here. Ball. Hen is there. The chickens are also. Tree, dustbin. So lots of things we can see in this given picture in your textbook. Okay. So the thing which something means the boy, the girl, the chickens, the dog. So that show a different things than the kite, the football, the dustbin. Okay, and dice is there, kite is there. So that are the different from these things. है ना? जो boy है, girl है, dog है, hen है, chickens है यहाँ पे, birds are flying in the sky, a house is we have seen, a fan, lots of things we see in this picture. So that things that are different from each other. The boy and the girl is different from the house, from dustbin. So these things have various things in our environment we see. This thing shows the different from each other. So such differences that we have to learn means some things are living thing and some things that are non-living things which are present in our world. So they have a special characteristic features. Now we are going to learn the living thing in this lesson. There are many kinds of plants and animals around us. They show some similarities and some differences also. So with the help of such a certain features, we can tell whether they are all are living or non-living thing. Means some are the characteristic features of living thing and characteristic features of non-living thing. They are different from each other if you compare both living and non-living thing. Such features are said to be the characteristics of living things. So we have to learn some characteristic features of living thing. Okay, which are the characteristic feature of living thing? One is the first characteristic feature is the growth. Characteristics of living things. Okay. So first is the growth. Growth is one of the important characteristic feature of living thing. If you have seen a boy grown up, an adult person, a woman or man, okay, during the period of its growth, the baby gains height. These are the different stages of the growth. क्या होता है growth में? एक तो height बढ़ती है, then weight also increases and strength of muscles also increases during the period of growth. In the same manner, all the animals grow into adult, means a kitten grow into an adult cat, a puppy grow into adult dog, a chicken grow into adult hen. So a small baby grow into a man or woman. So these are the different stages of the growth. Humans required 18 to 21 years for this growth. So growth is the one of the main characteristic feature of all the living beings. So you must have grown taller and stronger over the years. In other words, you have grown in size and intelligence also. All living organisms grow. All living plants grow. है ना? Growth is an increase in the size and the volume of an organism. So living organism develop and mature, they grow. A baby grow into a child into an adolescent, and an adult into, and then into an adult. So that is a growth. When, if you consider the example of a plant, a seed germinate into a seedling that grow into a mature plant. Similarly, a tadpole grows into a frog. So these are the various examples of the growth. So growth is a, then another thing that is to show that the characteristic feature of growth, one activity is given in your textbook. So that activity, what you have to do, you have to take 2 potted plants, tie a thread at the tip of the potted sapling, keep the thread stretched and tie it to a peg or the nail. Then observe it for the 15 days. What tells that the plant has grown taller? In all the plants, it mainly the width and the height of the stem that grows in plants. As they grow, some plants develop branches while others do not. Though all the living thing grows, animals grow only for a certain period of time. But the growth of living thing from within a body, which means that growth occurs in all parts of the body. But human being grow occurs in a certain period of time, but plants grow forever. Plants की जो growth होती है वो they live throughout their life, they grows. Okay, then food. What is the requirement of growth? The food is necessary for the growth. Means all the living thing that required growth, food is very much essential. From the food we get energy. अगर body में energy नहीं रही तो हमारी body work नहीं करेगी. So plants, from where we get the food? There are different sources. So plant source as well as from the animal source we get the food. Food is necessary for growth. So plants make their own food in sunlight by the process of photosynthesis. The plants are called autotrophs. Plants produce food from water, nutrients in the soil, and carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere. This process takes place in leaves of a plant. Okay, so leaves are called the kitchen of the plant. It is brought about in the presence of sunlight with the help of chlorophyll pigment present in the leaves. This process of food production is called photosynthesis. So during this process, plants give out oxygen. So plants appear mainly green in color due to chlorophyll in them. So it is a process of photosynthesis. What happens in photosynthesis? With the help of sunlight, water and mineral, in the presence of chlorophyll pigment, the plants and carbon dioxide, with the help of the plants prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So this is the Photosynthesis process which takes place in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll pigment. Then animals, however, do not have chlorophyll, but the animals that are depend on plants for their food, they do not produce their own food, they search for food. So animals such as, the animals are also categorized into different types: herbivores animal, carnivores animal, omnivores animal. So animals such as goats, sheep, horses eat grass, while wild animals such as tigers, lions meet their need for the food by hunting other animals which live on plants. So herbivores animal, they eat usually plants. Okay. So carnivores animal, they eat usually herbivores animal, those eat plants. The intake of food and their resultant growth is an important characteristics of living thing. So first is the growth. Understood? Then another characteristic feature of respiration. The living things respire. The process of respiration takes place in all living beings. Okay? The process of respiration takes place in all living beings. So what is meant by the respiration? Respiration means what we do in respiration. We inhale oxygen and we exhale out carbon dioxide. That is a process of respiration. So how it do? Hold your hand in front of your nose or keep your hand on your chest. What do you feel? So this is activity. Repeat this activity, all of you. Then next is, if we observe a sleeping dog, what movement of its belly? So that's the observation. You have to observe a sleeping animal, its belly moves up and down. So living thing needs oxygen in order to live. So inhaling oxygen and exhaling the carbon dioxide form in the body due to the use of oxygen is called a respiration. So what is meant by the respiration? When we inhale oxygen and exhale out carbon dioxide, so that oxygen that mixes into our blood and it circulates through the blood throughout the body, and carbon dioxide which exhale out through the nostril, that is the respiration process. So all the animals such as fish, snake, mouse have a specific organ for respiration. We have lungs for respiration, but fishes have what? Fishes have gills for the respiration. Then snake, they also respire. Mouse also respire. Some insect also another organ for the respiration. Birds also have another organ for the respiration. On the other hand, plants respire by means of microscopic pores on their stems and leaves that we call the stomatal openings, or the stomata which are present on the leaves, the stomata. Okay, so plants and animals both are the living thing. They respire. So fishes have gills, animals have the nose, plants have stomata for the respiration. Okay, children. So this is the another feature, that is respiration. Then another characteristic feature is excretion. Third characteristic feature is excretion. What is mean by the excretion? Excretion means removal of waste in the body. Lots of waste products that are formed in our body through various processes. So these waste products are harmful. It should be removed from the body that by the process of excretion. Waste substances are formed during the many processes and that takes place in bodies of the animal, that deposit in the body of animals. They are called excreta. Okay. And the process of eliminating them, removing them throughout the body is called the excretion. Animals have specific organ for excretion. Plants to excrete. Plants also takes place the process of excretion. For example, some plants shed leaves in specific season. Waste substances stored in the leaves of plants are shed along with the leaves. And some animals, means human being, through the help of lungs, it remove the waste product, that is carbon dioxide. Kidneys are the excretory organ in the human being, means we remove the digestive waste, or we remove the urine in the form of urine is the excretory waste throughout the body. We remove the sweat throughout our skin. It is in the form of excretion system. So what happened? Take one activity also given in your syllabus. Take a transparent plastic bag to show that plants also excrete. Tie it over the leaf of the plant as shown in the picture. एक कैरी बैग लो, एक प्लांट की लीफ को उसके अंदर पैक कर लो. Then observe after 6 to 7 hours what you see. You will see some droplets of water collected on the inside of the bag. It means that the plants excrete water in the form of water vapor. That process is transpiration. Understood? So excretion is a characteristic feature of living thing. Then another, if you have observed a babul tree, you will see a sticky substance that come out from the babul plant. So that is in the form of gum. Gum निकलता है ना बबूल से. It is an excretory product of that babul plant. Also, if you have observed the rubber plant, जैसे रबर मिलता है ना, rubber is a latex that secretes a latex. It is also excretory product of the rubber plant, जिससे rubber बनता है. So these are the excretion. This is excretion. Then next term is fourth characteristic features of response to stimuli. The fourth characteristic features of response to stimuli. Response to stimuli. What is mean by response to stimuli? Okay. If you have seen the mimosa plant, जैसे हम लोग इसको बोलते हैं touch me not plant. When you touch the leaves of touch me not plant or mimosa plant, what happens? You see suddenly that leaves droops down. है ना, जो leaves होते हैं वो झुक जाते हैं नीचे when you touch the mimosa pudica plant. Or otherwise, when a flashlight in the night, when you are driving a car a light flash suddenly into your eyes. अगर लाइट आता है अपने आईज तो हम लोग what we do, we blink our eyes or we blink our eyes. Then suddenly you felt a pin prick. When a pin prick in your hand, what you do? You move your hand suddenly, and so what happened? A sunlight when it falls on your eyes. So what you do? So your eyes you blink. Close your eyes. So what happened? It is due to this stimuli. Means the living thing responds to the stimuli. So living thing act in a various ways when responding to the stimulus. If you suddenly enter the cow shed, the cow and buffalo stand up, then begin to move. One or two may have starting mooning. These are all the movements. So that means a living thing responds to the stimulus. Then another example, when a potted plant, you keep it in your drawing room, what happened? The potted plant moves towards the sunlight. Because the potted plant required the sunlight for the process of photosynthesis, means it moves towards the window, it moves towards the sunlight because of response to the stimuli. So these are the characteristic features of living thing. One is we learn about growth, we learn about respiration, excretion, and response to the stimuli. The movement or the change taking place in the living thing at such a time is their response to the stimulus. So an event that occurs in the surrounding is a stimulus. Okay. Then the ability of living thing to respond to the stimulus is called responsiveness to the stimulus. Okay. Then next is responses to stimulus is the characteristics of living thing. So this is about, we learn the 4 characteristic features today, that are growth, respiration, excretion, and response to stimulus. Okay. Then another characteristic features such as reproduction, a definite lifespan, cellular structure, and some useful and harmful living things that we learn in our next period. Okay, children. So your homework is you have to find out the various examples of growth, various examples of respiration, excretion, and response to the stimuli. Okay, collect few more information about the characteristic features of living thing. Okay, bye children.